just in making some of these other cards a little bit better. We could... I guess I'm tempted to cut one Warhorse here. I think that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to try it this way. So let's have a look at the land. Okay. So I think that we probably do want to play 2 swamps just because we don't have any way to search out swamps. And for green, yeah, I mean, I think this actually looks somewhat reasonable here. I mean, we really don't need the green until quite late. We have a Manolith to help out just to get there. I think we really want the white early, so I think this looks good. The only consideration I have here, I'm not sure if I want to play this 3rd Warhorse. It might be correct to play the 3rd Warhorse. If we do, you know, we could theoretically like take out Swiftfoot Boots. It's really kind of hard to say whether Swiftfoot Boots is better than the 3rd Warhorse or not. I think it might be. Especially like with Primeval Titan, if we're able to just put it into play and attack, it can be quite devastating. I think what we'll do is, I think we'll start off with the 3 Warhorses and then board into the Swiftfoot Boots if we see like a lot of removal. So I like that plan a little bit better. Okay. So here we are. And you know, I think like we can board into a few other options also. Yeah. We didn't really, you know, have a look to see if like maybe like a blue-white shell would have been better, but once again, I think what it really just comes down to is playing your bombs in a sealed format, and like if we can get Primeval Titan or like Arachnus Spinner online, or like resolve a Day of Judgment, I think we're in a very good place. So we will see you for round 1. Okay, here we are in round 1. This hand looks just fine. We've got all the colors we need, and we will see how this works for us. So we are on the play. Not surprisingly, our opponent decided to be on the draw. This way, if we draw a Warhorse, we're able to get one out turn 2. So I think if we can get Throne of Empires going this game, it can be really quite good. Just going to go ahead and drop the Manolith here. Unfortunately, he has the Manic Vandal for it, which I really did not expect. So then I think at this point we can just run out Throne, see if we can bait him into maybe playing a few other creatures, and then wipe the board with Day of Judgment. And I'm very happy to just wipe the board at this point here. So we're going to have 1 to make a token afterwards, and we will just go ahead and Day of Judgment. So he has a Primordial Hydra, which is really freaky. Okay. So that's going to be coming very large very shortly. if we can draw black mana, we can Doomblade it, hopefully in time. So in the meantime, though, let's go ahead and run out a Greatsword. Okay, we'll play out the elves, go ahead and equip one of our soldiers. And I mean, at this point it's going to be 8/8 next turn. So, you know, there's no reason to hold this guy back. We should get some damage in. And we can just block with a token. So we need a Doomblade rather quickly. And this guy's deck is just insane. Okay. That is 21 points of damage coming our way. We are definitely dead here, unfortunately. Okay, so we saw a lot of creatures very quickly. Saw an overrun. I think that Crown of Empires is going to be good here to tap down the Hydra if he gets active. Purge is also going to be good for like the Gorhard Minotaur, something like that. I think that he is sufficiently aggressive that we're going to want potentially like maybe the Oromancer and the Divine Favor. Let's see here. We want to keep the Warhorses, I think. Gotta find out what to take out here. I think maybe... This is actually kind of interesting. So if we bring these in, we're going to want to cut... Like, I definitely want to keep my later drops in green because they're all very good at combating his guys, if we can get there. So I think that we could potentially like take out the Greatsword just to be a little bit more defensive. I mean, it's a fine way to trade, but I think that, you know, we might be a little better off with the Purge or the Crown of Empires here. He's not blue, so we can take out the Lurking Crocodile fairly easily. I think we can take out... let's see, do we have anything else that's weak for him? Well, I suppose we can take out the Rock Egg. I mean, the Rock Egg is fine, but, you know, I think these are a little better. We could cut the Greatsword and put in... Well, I think the Greatsword's still going to be quite good for us, though. Yeah, let's try this. Because this way we can trade repeatedly. We are going to be on the draw. And this hand looks fine. So we had a very aggressive first game. Basically, I think if we're able to stall sufficiently, we could potentially get out one of our big guys. But we do have to be careful about overrun. And Jade Mage is quite good also. And I think at this point we are willing to trade a Lockkeeper for a Jade Mage. So we'll just go ahead and attack into it and see what he does. Does not offer the trade. I think a lot of times you need to find out kind of when you can get those little free points of damage in. You know, some players may be afraid to attack into a Jade Mage there because they don't want to lose their Lockkeeper, but you have to think about what your opponent is afraid of losing. So, and then what we do here is we put up the Manolith and attack with Warhorse. So if he makes a token and tries to double block, I mean he's not going to, but if he does, you know, we'll have that option. And I think instead of Doomblading there right away, we want to just really kind of sort of build our mana a little bit. I mean, even if it gives him an extra Saproling, I think we're okay with that. This way, if he just wants to get more and more value off this guy, he's not going to be developing his board. So, I mean, I think, you know, we still do need to Doomblade the Jade Mage before he untaps, but unfortunately. So we don't want to get like an army of Saprolings to deal with, which just get exponentially better with, you know, Overrun. Looks like he is stuck on land here, which we are totally fine with. Here we can get Greatsword going. And potentially still stuck on land. And that is the game, apparently. Okay, so did we see anything else we wanted to change based on what we saw? We really only saw Jade Mage there, so I don't think so. Yeah, I think we pretty much leave this as we have it. We just want the Warhorses early just to prevent any kind of early aggression. I think that Greatsword is going to be better than, you know, Titanic Growth for the majority of the time. If we can, you know, move it onto a Pegasus to just shorten the game, I think that'll really help quite a bit. So we will give it a go. And this has all of our best cards in it, but unfortunately no land, so down to 6. Okay, that is a fine hand. Here the Warhorse really shines because it stops him from getting any kind of bloodthirst online.